If you're thinking about buying a tablet and want to know which are the top models from the best brands, this video's for you. Today, we're going to look at a list of the 4 best high-end tablets that we can find nowadays, with their main features and their pros and cons. As always, in the description of this video, I've left links to all of these tablets to check their exact prices or to buy them directly. Now, with that said, let's get into this list. Number 4. Lenovo Tab Extreme. The first tablet we're going to look at is the highest end model that Lenovo currently manufactures, and at the time of making this video, it can be found for around $1,000. The Lenovo Tab Extreme is made of recycled aluminum and glass, and it's quite heavy, weighing 740 grams. This is because it's one of the largest tablets on the market, with an OLED screen of no less than 14.5 inches, with a 3K resolution, 120Hz refresh rate, HDR10+, and Dolby Vision. This screen looks really good and is perfect for both consuming content and productivity, thanks to its enormous size. Inside this tablet, we'll find a MediaTek Dimensity 9000 processor with a Mali G710 graphics card, 12GB of RAM, and 256GB of storage, which can be increased with a micro SD card. As you can imagine with all these components, the performance of the Lenovo Tab Extreme is excellent and can handle any game or app without difficulty. It's also got a multitasking mode that allows us to have a lot of windows open at the same time on the screen, and it's ideal for productivity. As for extras, the Tab Extreme has a total of 8 stereo speakers with JBL audio that sound really good. On its back, it's got a 13-megapixel camera with autofocus, capable of recording 4K video, and another 5-megapixel camera with ultra-wide angle, while on its front, it has a 13-megapixel selfie camera. Additionally, it comes with a Precision Pen 3 stylus, which charges when attached magnetically to the tablet, and it also includes a case and is compatible with the keyboard and a trackpad. Lastly, it's also available in a version with 5G connectivity. Its battery has a huge capacity of 12,300 mAh, allowing it to last a full day of use without any problem. Additionally, it has 68-watt fast charging that fully charges in just 1 hour and 40 minutes with the included adapter in the box. It charges via USB Type-C and has 2 charging ports, one of which also serves as a display port in and out to connect it to other monitors or use it as an external monitor. In conclusion, the Lenovo Tab Extreme is one of the best Android tablets we can find today, and it stands out for its huge screen and good performance. In my opinion, its main positive point is that it comes with a case, a stylus, and a charger included, which will save us quite a bit by not having to buy all of this separately. Number 3. Surface 9 Pro. The next tablet we're going to look at is Microsoft's flagship model, and at the time of making this video, it can be found for around 1,100 euros. The Surface 9 Pro is characterized by being the only tablet on this list and one of the few in the market that uses the Windows operating system, which makes it have the same functionality as a laptop but in a more versatile body. It's made of aluminum and is quite heavy, weighing almost 900 grams. It has a 13-inch IPS screen with a 3K resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate, which also has support for Dolby Vision. The screen looks pretty good, but it falls behind other devices on this list, which have mini LED or even OLED screens. The Surface 9 Pro is available in 2 versions. One of them has an Intel i5 or i7 processor with Iris Xe graphics, and the other has an ARM SQ3 processor. The main difference between these 2 versions is that the Intel one has more power and better compatibility with applications, while the one with the ARM processor has 5G connectivity, better battery, and some extra webcam features. Both versions are available in various configurations with 8, 16, or 32GB of RAM, and from 128GB to 1TB of storage, which can also be expanded. In terms of performance, both of these versions will work very well in all kinds of tasks, although in this aspect, the one with the Intel processor has a slight advantage especially in terms of compatibility with applications and programs. As for extras, the Surface 9 Pro has a built-in stand that can adjust to any angle so we can use it as comfortably as possible. It's compatible with external keyboards and stylus, but they're not included and must be purchased separately. It's also got stereo speakers with support for Dolby Atmos and rear and front cameras that record in pretty good quality, reaching a resolution of 4K in the case of the rear camera. Additionally, the version with the SQ3 processor has support for SIM card, GPS, and 5G. Both versions have a Surface Connect port for charging and 2 USB Type-C ports, which in the case of the Intel processor version are also Thunderbolt 4. In terms of battery life, the version with the Intel processor reaches a duration of up to 15 hours, while the one with the ARM processor is slightly better, reaching up to 19 hours. In conclusion, the Surface 9 Pro is a tablet that stands out for having the Windows operating system, which makes it very versatile and allows us to use all kinds of applications that we cannot access with Android tablets. If you're looking for a device with laptop functionality but more versatile and lightweight, I think this can be an excellent option. Number 2. iPad Pro M2. We started from Android, we moved on to Windows, and now we've arrived at Apple, with the latest version of the iPad Pro, which can be found from around $1,100 at the time of making this video. The iPad Pro is entirely made of aluminum and has a liquid retina IPS display with the 120Hz refresh rate, HDR10, and Dolby Vision, and a resolution of 2K+. It's available in 11 or 12.9 inches in size, and the screen differs depending on the version, as the one on the larger version is a mini LED panel, which means much more brightness and better contrast. Still, both screens look pretty good, and the iPad is relatively lightweight for its size, weighing only 680 grams for the larger version. Inside the iPad Pro, we've got Apple's new M2 chip along with a 10-core graphics card. It's available in configurations ranging from 128GB to 2TB of storage, and with 8 or 16GB of RAM. It's also available in a version with 5G. As you can imagine, its performance is excellent for both productivity and gaming. Its only downside in this aspect is that it is somewhat limited in terms of functionality or multitasking mode compared to the other two tablets we've seen before. But still, it works really well and is really powerful and smooth. As for extras, the iPad Pro has 2 rear cameras, one 12MP and one 10MP, capable of recording video in 4K, and a front camera, which is also 12MP. It's also got facial recognition with Face ID, 4 stereo speakers with excellent sound quality, and compatibility with accessories such as external keyboards or the 2nd generation Apple Pencil, which attaches to the tablet magnetically, although all of them must be purchased separately. Additionally, it has a USB Type-C Thunderbolt 4 port, which allows us to both charge it and connect it to other monitors. With normal use, its battery lasts for about 10 hours and charges fully in approximately 2.5 hours. In conclusion, the iPad Pro seems to be the perfect option if you're looking for a reliable tablet with good performance and one that will last you many years without any problems. The only downside is the lack of compatibility with some professional applications. But if you know that the programs you need are available for iPad, then I think it's a very good option. Number 1. Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra. In the first place on this list, we've got Samsung's highest end option, which at the time of making this video can be found for around $1,200. The Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra is entirely made of aluminum and weighs around 730 grams. It's got a huge 14.6-inch dynamic AMOLED screen with a 3K resolution, 120Hz refresh rate, and HDR10+. The screen looks incredibly good, and its image quality combined with its large screen makes it the best on this list. Additionally, the S9 Ultra is the only tablet on the list resistant to water and dust, with IP68 certification. Inside, we find a 2nd generation Snapdragon 8 processor and an Adreno 740 graphics card. It's available in options with 12 or 16 gigabytes of RAM and from 256 gigabytes to 1 terabyte of storage, which can be expanded with a micro SD card. Its performance is really good, although it does fall slightly behind the latest generations of iPad Pro models in this aspect. As extras, on its back, it's got both a 13 megapixel and an 8 megapixel camera. And on the front, it's got two 12 megapixel cameras each. It's capable of recording 4K video, both front and back, with excellent image quality. It also features a system of 4 stereo speakers with AKG sound, an under-display fingerprint reader, and Samsung DeX, which allows us to use it in a desktop mode similar to a laptop. Additionally, it's compatible with accessories such as keyboards or stylus, which charges by attaching it to the tablet magnetically and also comes included. On the other hand, a small downside of the S9 Ultra is that it only has one USB-C port, and it's only 3.2, so it doesn't have as good of a transfer speed as the Thunderbolt 4 ports of other tablets. Its battery has a huge capacity of 11,200 mAh, but due to its enormous screen, it struggles to reach 10 hours of duration with normal usage. The good thing is that it has 45-watt fast charging that charges it from 0 to 100 in just over 2 hours. In conclusion, the Galaxy Tab S9 Ultra is a tablet that stands out for its excellence and enormous screen, and it seems to be the perfect alternative to the iPad Pro if you prefer Android over Apple. Today, there's no doubt that it's one of the best tablets on the market. If you liked it, you can find it in the link in the description, where all the other tablets I mentioned are also listed. And if you want to see another list I made about cheaper tablets, click on the video on the left. Goodbye, and we'll see you in the next video.